All right, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to hit a high line shot with a low to high attack. And I'm gonna play it for you in regular motion, then I'll play it for you in slow motion, and then I'll break it down. Okay, so here we go in regular motion. Okay, now here we go in slow motion. Okay, now let me break this down for you. Okay, so first of all, you gotta jump to the right position. Okay, so if she jumps to the golden arm position that I talk about, watch this. Boom. Okay, right here. Golden arm position. Her hand is on the side of her face. Yeah, her thumb is like in line with her ear. Okay? Her fingers are up. Right? You see how her fingers are pointed up? Her elbow is on the side of her shoulder. It's not in front of her shoulder. It's on the side. That's crucial if you're going to hit a high line shot. Okay? When your elbow's in front, you can still hit a high line shot, but you can't change it to other shots. When you jump to this position, you can change it to other shots and hit down balls with power, cut shots, or soft roll shots, or you can hit a high line or a down line, okay? This is a high line shot. From here, okay, what she's gonna wanna do is, from here, you're gonna drive your fingers straight up to the ball. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so you can see it's almost on a straight line, right? Okay, let me redraw that line so we can see it, okay? So from here to there, okay? So her attack is in a straight line. Okay, so there's not much that can go wrong. A lot of times when you're watching people's arms, when they're hitting shots, their arms doing like little whirlies and moving all over the place. It's not a straight line attack down the target line. When your hand attacks the ball and it goes on a straight line to the target, that's when you have the least things that can go wrong, okay? Now, if you look at her left hand, right? Her left hand is right there in front of her body. So her left hand stays in front of her body on her midline, in between her midline and the target, okay? Her left arm does not get way out on the side. Most amateur players, their left arm is way out on the side here when they hit shots. And what that means is that when you do that, your body's twisting as you're hitting the shot. And when your body's twisting as you're hitting the shot, what happens is your hand comes off the target line quickly. When you keep your body square longer, your hand can go down the target line longer, okay? So this is why your left hand, you wanna keep it in front of your body, preferably in between your midline and the target the whole time, okay? Or as you're contacting the ball at least, okay? So she jumps, so you can see here, she jumps, see how her left hand's on her midline? It goes out a little bit, but it pulls it back into her midline, okay? So that's helping keep her body square to the target longer. Okay, and then once she gets to the ball, you can see that her fingers are at the top of the ball. Okay, she's not hitting the bottom of the ball. When you have a low to high attack, you don't have to hit the bottom of the ball to hit the ball high. Okay, so from here, she hits the ball and she just follows through, drives her fingers to the target. Okay, and that creates the overspin. Okay, so again, let's watch that again, right? So once she gets here, boom, her fingers go straight up, hit the ball, and then drive the fingers towards the target, okay? Now, if you need to hit the ball higher, then when you drive your fingers to the target, you still keep them pointed upward, okay? So the higher you need the ball to go, the higher you point your fingers after impact. Okay, that will keep the ball high. So in this case, right, if she wanted to go, she could easily, look where her hand in contact is, right? If she just really drove her fingers over the top, she could easily have this be a down ball, right? But she keeps her hand high. She does drive her fingers to the target. She keeps her hand high a little bit longer, and that keeps the ball up high, okay? Now I want to show you something that I talk about, okay? I want the hand having continuous motion from here to the ball, I don't want it to pause. When you pause, that means you're gonna hit the ball on the way down, most likely. If you jump really high, then you can pause a little bit and still hit the ball on the way up. When you hit shots, you want to hit the ball on the way up, which means you want to hit the ball before your head reaches the peak of your jump. That way, all your body momentum is going into the shot, and it helps you add power to the ball without effort, because now all your momentum is going into the ball. As soon as you start coming down, all your momentum, body momentum is gone, and the only thing you have is your arm power to push the ball, okay? So if you watch this, every frame, her hand's moving. It never pauses. You see how every frame, it's kind of keeps traveling along the path to the ball. That's crucial, okay? So now let's look at this. I want you to see something. This is what I call hitting on the way up, okay? This is her contact point, right? Watch as I forward frame. See how her head goes above? For 2 frames after she hits the ball, her head's still going up. That's hitting the ball on the way up. When you hit the ball on the way up, it's effortless to hit the ball to the back of the court. It's even effortless to hit a jumbo when you learn how to use your body momentum and hit the ball on the way up, okay? It's not required, but I'll just tell you, when you learn to hit your shots on the way up, your distance control will be way, way better. And the deep shots will be way more consistent, okay? So again, but you can see her hand, every frame, it's moving closer to the ball, right? Oh, sorry, hold on. Frame, 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 boom, okay? Most people will jump to here and then they pause. So you'll see if I frame forward, they will be paused in this exact same position for maybe 2 frames, 3 frames, and then they go again to hit the ball. You don't want to do that. You want your hand continuously moving towards the ball from your arm swing here. Once you start swinging your arms forward, you don't want your hand to ever pause. You want it to just keep going up to the ball all the way through. So it's one continuous motion from when your hands are here to when your hands are here. When your hand is here, it's one continuous motion with no pause. And when you can start doing that too, everything happens faster and it's harder for the defender to read what you're gonna do because there's no pause. Most defenders look, as soon as you see that pause, that's when you kind of register, okay, where you think they're gonna hit the ball, and then you go there. But if you don't have that pause, they don't have that fraction of a second to register anything in their brain about what you're gonna do. So they're gonna have to start to guess. And again, she hits this ball on the way up and drives her fingers forward to the target, okay? And if you notice look at where her left hand is here, okay? This is her left hand right there. She pulls it across her body. See, there it is right here again, okay? So I always prefer pulling your left arm, if you're right-handed, in and across your body. It just helps you go down the target line longer. It will help you hit with more overspin and it will help you be more accurate, okay? So this is, again, how you hit a high line shot with a low to high attack and a continuous arm motion leading with your fingers, okay? So I'll play it for you again in slow motion. Okay, so if you have any questions, post them in the comments.